Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sunshine. Today we will be it's the showcase for the month of March. It's March, correct?
That is correct. And speaking of correct, tonight we're going to show off all of our projects, starting with the Tabletop Crafters Guild Man's Best Friend, and I could not think of a better way to commemorate and honor our favorite pet, so I made a life-size, to our dog, Sphinx, just, shaped like a dog.
So we'll just assume that everything we make for this is going to be at least a box by itself.
Yeah. And it is playable, and as you can see, the door does turn to open. The glue is drying, though. I was really at the very end of the evening working on this to get it done for tonight, because I know we said we were going to do the Sunday show next week, but we had everything done for the most part. I wanted to get it all done before next week, because I wanted to start the April special month, because it's my birthday, and I'm making it a new thing. So in July it'll be his birthday, and he gets to pick the theme and pretty much everything for the month. And so in April I get to pick what we're going to do, and we'll talk about that on Tuesday. But also, one last thing before we put the Sphinx away. I really can't spin this, but I can give you a side view of it. And then it is actually playable on the inside. It's not really big on the inside, but it does have it has a pit, either a sacrificial pit, or I can put a set of stairs down. And, there's places to walk and all that good stuff. But I didn't want to make it too crazy like the last Tabletop Crafters Challenge, but there you have it. Let's put this back together and move on to the next one. Just slide it over as much as you can. Not too much, because now you got to reach over for the crafts. And then the little guy and I. You want to light it up?
We don't really light things up as much as we used to anymore. So
we did make one light up this month. We were going to light up the Sphinx, but I really wanted those gem eyes instead of a set of glowing eyes.
That's nice.
These lights, because I pulled them out, might have made them a little bit looser, but for the most part, we really like this. Nathan, he really liked this, so did Sage Forsaken. And for the most part, we don't really do a lot of action figure stuff. But with Final Faction and the fact that we're at the dollar store every Saturday, we just see so much there. And we saw these.
Yeah, we just have to.
We have to. And there's so much more coming from Final Faction. You guys just will not believe all the great stuff for crafters. The Final Faction guys out there, they really know what's going on with it. It's just absolutely amazing what's coming out. But for you tabletop crafters who are not aware, there are some monsters, the Karn, coming out in the next couple of weeks or so that are just going to be just absolutely phenomenal. They're just absolutely wonderful new monsters that you could use just as is. But I don't want to go too much into that until
we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, and let's put these up in the other position for takeoff. Turn them off, just so you can see that it looks pretty cool either way. They're a little wobbly, but And real quick, Nathan, when you make that flip bot, those legs, please keep me in mind. I absolutely want some of those. And for those of you who didn't catch it earlier, go check out Nathan Allen's Final Faction and action figure site and Sage Forsaken's Final Faction site. Absolutely incredible stuff. Let's move on to the next Final Faction craft. As you guys may remember, this is my absolute favorite miniature of all time. You probably can't see him very well. He's going to go for a little trip around the world. Let's just put him here. And then I made out of a torn, or I think it's torn, action figure from Final Factions. I made a statue version of him with just some dry baby wipes, some paper clay, a craft stick, and a little bit of green stuff, and I'm really, really, really proud of this one. Like this little guy said, is it your favorite craft? No, not my favorite craft, but I think I did a pretty okay job on this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll be up there on the wall for a while, and then like all the other crafts, we'll put it away.
Yeah.
Now on to the Arduin craft.
Even though I think this might have been the first one we did.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We did this in a very weird order, but regardless.
This is right out of Arduin Caliban. It is the War Droid. We took a little bit of creative license with it.
Well, more accurately, we couldn't find the right pieces. And
Exactly.
I did want to make it as close as possible, but we couldn't.
Yeah, it still turned out pretty cool. And as you can see, let's get Doc Savage in here for one more. Where did he go? Doc, where are you?
Right there.
Oh, you're right. Let's put Doc Savage in a face-off, because Doc Savage fought all kinds of robots, not just burrowers. But you can see it's pretty good to scale. It will definitely be something your party would not be expecting to find deep in the depths of your favorite dungeon, like Caliban. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. The silver spray paint job.
Yeah, we like the silver.
Yeah, it just gotta get.
I could have done some other things, but
yeah, we'll definitely have to get another can of that spray paint just before us.
It's really good.
Yeah, and we'll let you know what kind of spray paint that is, just because we've been using
So much
since the beginning
the
of the
very
channel.
beginning.
Yeah.
It was one of the first spray paints. Well, it was one of the first things we did, was using silver with that.
So I hope you guys liked that one and
Just
you
efficient.
took notes, so that if you want to make one for yourself, it's not too hard. Now let's go on to your Storm Giant or the Cloud Giant.
This one's closer, so.
The only thing he couldn't decide on was how to do the lightning, but either way, I think he did a really bang up job.
The lightning doesn't look bad, but how it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, but
I think I know how I'm gonna do it though.
I thought, while I was working on my Cloud Giant, you weren't here, I didn't think blue would actually do it justice. I almost think keeping it clear or yellow is a better route, just because, when you see lightning, to me it always kind of looks kind of white off in the distance.
Oftentimes it is white, but because it but because of that glow effect right next to it,
Yeah,
on a dark blue sky with clouds,
or not, yeah.
most of the time there's clouds if it's
Yeah.
lightning, it makes it look purple. Which is why purple is technically the most accurate, yellow is the least accurate, but blue works too.
Right. It's weird how most lightning bolts are yellow, though. Like the Flash, and, anytime people draw some sort of symbol of it. But I think the little guy, I don't know that this is your best paint job. Do you think it is?
No.
What do you think it is? Gold Dragon?
Maybe, but...
Or Marduk?
No, it's probably the Skeleton Dragon.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably not. I haven't looked at it in a while.
But he did a great job. I hope you guys like it. Let's go on to the Cloud Giant. This is one of my least favorite paint jobs, but I do think it turned out pretty good. Can you see the color shifter on her?
Yes, I can. I
You
do
pro-
like that.
You guys probably won't be able to see it. That's really good right there.
Yeah, I do like that. The paint job is good.
And this was actually Vallejo's
Color shifter, which I like.
electric blue. But come on, folks. What color is that bottle?
Well, the bottle is white.
The paint. It looks like it's white paint, right?
Yeah.
But when you overlap it with something else, let's put it like that so you can see when it comes back around. She's not my worst paint job, and she's not my best, but I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I wish I could have got a different dragon to paint, but and I know it's not a dragon. But next month we've got something kind of interesting to go along with the whole theme month. I hope you guys will like that. We actually both get to do one, so it'll be another double header from us, which I'm actually kind of liking.
Yeah, I like them better.
When we both get to paint something, because me just running my mouth.
It feels weird before we started doing it.
Yeah.
Before we had, because oftentimes you just did nothing.
Yeah, I would just sit there and run my mouth while he painted. But
and my painting wasn't very good, so.
And
You get the worst of both worlds.
as you guys can see, he's definitely improved as a painter, and I've improved as a mouth runner, I guess. But there you have it, folks. Those are our crafts for the month. Before I let you guys go, I want to give another real quick shout out to Max over at Legion of Myth. He was absolutely very, very cool this week. He and Bruce Lombardo from Table Breakers. Check out both their channels. They were very, very good to us this month, and we'll have to do something really cool for them to make it up to them, because they were just absolutely great channels. And of course, I shouldn't forget Biggest Geek for actually inviting me onto their show. That was probably the highlight of my YouTube experience so far, being able to, go on there and talk about something for 2 hours that I actually know quite a bit about. I was really, really honored to be on your show, guys. Thanks again, Joe. Thanks again, Randy. And I am going to be talking to George about you guys. I think you know what I'm talking about, because you guys deserve a definite big old pat on the back, and a warm welcome to the world of Arduin, and of course also to T-shirt Historian. I wish you would have said something sooner, because I'm sure I could have helped you out with your quest for the Arduin lore, but maybe you didn't buy everything, and maybe I can get you a discount or something. We'll see. But for everybody out there who's been great to us this month, it's been a great month thanks to you. We hope you guys will come back in April to check out what we've got going, because it's going to be epic.
Sure, let's go with that.
All right, folks, have a great week. We love you guys, and we will see you real soon.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.